Hey guys, it's late, but I want to make this short video. It's kind of like a Q&A because I got asked a few questions and I want to answer them. The first question was, what was the breaking point for me in my marriage? Well, the breaking point for me was when um, my husband and my daughter had taken a trip uh, to visit family, and on the way back from this trip, Uh, they were missing for over 24 hours. I had no contact with him for about 2 days, actually. And then I got a message that said that my baby was asleep. And I replied, "What do you mean asleep? Asleep where?" Uh, and I got no reply until the next day that they were um, on the train on their way home. And I asked, where did he stay? Did he stay in Chicago with a girlfriend? And the answer was yes. It's just like, really, you take my child to go spend time with your the person that you're choosing to cheat on me with? How does that play out? So I want to know, how would you feel as a mother, as a parent? I would like to ask my subscribers and my followers, how would you feel if your husband or your wife took your child without your knowledge to spend time with their lover? How would that make you feel? So that for me was the absolute breaking point. They came home, um, and 10 days later, the separation took place because I could not deal with that. I couldn't take that. And so, yeah, that happened. Um, it's late, you guys. I'm trying not to raise my voice too much. The baby's behind me sleeping. And so I just wanted to answer these few questions. The next question was that I said that I would be posting receipts and that I have not. When will I be posting receipts? Well, if you follow me on my TikTok, I did post the messages from her um, after I found her stalking my page, uh, liking the negative comments. I saw this Crystal um, person. And so then I put two and two together and figured out that this person, which I didn't know this person, but this person was looking and liking comments and making comments on my page. So I screenshotted just just one screenshot of this Crystal person, and I made sure that I didn't put the face in there, but the name is there. And then there was a bunch of messages of which I only screenshotted part of one, and then I blocked that page because I was like, this is stupid. I shouldn't have to be doing this. And then I started getting messages from a Chrissy with my same last married name. This person was claiming to be a relative, a cousin, claiming that her husband loved her, talking about me, saying that my family didn't even like me, attacking the way that I was making my coins at the time. Which, if anybody knows me, knows that I normally work not one but two jobs. And just so happens during this time period, I was driving Lyft, doing DoorDash, Grubhub, Instacart. Incidentally, I made about $35,000 that year. And I was able to still spend time with my child and be at home as much as I needed to be. And this was during the first year of separation. But this man had the nerve to tell this woman that I didn't have a job. He was pressuring me like I needed to go to work, like I wasn't a work, like I didn't work. Like, really? Okay. So I think that he expected me to fail because when he left, I was still driving, and I had no traditional job, and the rent was due, and so were the bills. And so when I put him out, I figured, pardon me, because his child lived here, that he would still contribute. Well, he didn't. So I created the GoFundMe page. She proceeded to go to this page and report the page as fraudulent. Woman, you don't know nothing about me, nothing at all. And yes, we were abandoned by him. Even though I asked him to leave, that didn't mean that you financially had to abandon your family, because you were the one that was cheating, sir. And this woman had her nerve to call me a fraud, call me bipolar, and say all of these things about me. And she didn't even know me. So that just told me that this man sat here and told this woman all this. This is how she was able to page stalk me, because she knew my full legal name, because he had told her what my name was. That to me, there's just so many unforgivable things that transpired, that he should feel so lucky that I still dealt with him on the level that I did. And just on the strength of that, I'm not understanding how he could come to me and say the things that he said to me most recently. Um yeah, and then acting as if he has a right to be angry. Angry about what? About what? My truth? The truth is that you were cheating on me for about 6 months to a year with this woman. You were leaving and going on weekends and going on trips with her and meeting her here in the hotel that you stay in every time that you come. And this man has a nerve. This woman is such a jealous hearted person that she inserts herself into our parental relationship. And that I'm not having. And I told him he can marry anyone else in the world. But because this woman has been an antagonist to me, my baby will not be around her. I do not care. Even if we went to court and got 50-50 custody, I would make certain that the judge saw those messages from this woman, this this unwarranted attack on my character as a person, and why I don't feel comfortable my child being around her. I don't care what his judgment is and how good of a person he believes she is. Her messages tells everyone who sees them what type of a woman she really is. And that is my point here. So people can say what they want to. You can like it or you can dislike it, but these are my stories, and they will continue. The bottom line is this, is that I don't want my child around this woman. She made certain that I knew that she bought a toy for my child. She made certain that I knew that my husband had told her these things that she was now saying about me. And she knew, she felt confident that he cared more for her than he cared for me, enough that he would protect her and side with her over me. But what she doesn't know is that during the time, the 2 years that he's been there, there's been much talk about um, working things out, going to therapy, um, even moving to another state together, just to be uh, in a more comfortable co-parenting space for our child. Um, but by no means am I telling him that he should break up with her or leave her or whatever it is that they're doing. That's not no concern of mine. That's no concern of mine. My concern is this, is that you got this woman who doesn't like me at all, who none of this would be possible. None of these story times would really be possible had she not interjected herself into our co-parenting relationship. Actually, you chose her, you brought her into the marriage, okay? Once she was in the marriage and realized that she was dealing with a married man, she had a choice: either stick it out, ride the wave until he leaves or it gets put out, or um, to just leave. She chose to stick it out and ride the wave. And now that you have him, be happy that you have him, okay? And just leave me alone. I don't understand why you have to watch me all the time. Are you afraid that I'm going to post something that you don't want to see? Something like that? Is that why you're watching all the time? I don't understand. I don't understand. But I also have, oh, okay. So the next question is, did I feel like I had a part in the breakup of the marriage? No, because the breakup of the marriage was because of his cheating, okay? And his always seeking to cheat. There was nothing that I could do to make him not want to cheat. My answer to that is no, okay? I cooked. He didn't eat American food. He never ate anything that I cooked. But he eats now other foods, so he was just being real rebellious to anything that I wanted to do, anything that I brought up, anything that I wanted to do as a family. It was always a no. Okay, so it wasn't for lack of trying, and I don't care what he says. I did my damnedest to keep this marriage intact. Okay, and that includes everything. I did everything. I even gave this man a child at 46 years old, okay, with adult children. And now I have this 5-year old that I have to care for. And I just think that she's a gift from God. And I'm going to protect her with the whole of me. I don't want my child around a person like her, and his character is in question right now because you feel the need to protect this person that you've chosen over the mother of your child. Um, and as a family, we're supposed to be Trump tight and stand strong. So I'm not with the shits. I'm not. So yeah, I don't think that I did anything to contribute to the destruction of this marriage other than saying that I have had enough. Okay, after the weekend trips, leaving to go be with her and all of that, and the things that he said to me that transpired around the time that they missed their flight and coming back from Jamaica, and telling me that this woman was a better mom, would be a better mother to my child than me. Are you Those are words of destruction. Those are words that you use when you absolutely want a relationship to be over. Okay? Those are words that you cannot bring a relationship back from. When somebody insults your parenting skills, your motherhood to that point, and then 2 years after the fact, you're telling me how good of a mom I am and thanking me for taking good care of our child and all this, that, and the third. I was always that person. I didn't change. Your opinion of me changed because you didn't want to be with me. Then you should have taken appropriate action and said, hey, look, this is not working. Let us get a divorce so that we can remain cordial and co parent this child. Had we done that the way I felt about this person, I wouldn't have even known what type of a snake in the grass she was, that she was gunning for me and coming for me like that. Because I don't know how long she had been watching my page before I actually caught on to her. The bottom line is that this woman should not have known enough about me to be able to do that. Okay? Let's just say that. Above all else, whether you feel like you agree with me or disagree with me or indifferent on what I'm saying, first of all, this man had no right of sharing anything about me with this woman. People have a way of always trying to degrade the situation that they're in so that they can call themselves upgrading themselves. Well, go right ahead on. I'm fine with that. I'm glad. Move along, little doggy. Do what you need to do. But on a more serious note, I have to say that God has a greater plan for me. Okay? I know it. I feel it in my spirit. I'm happy. I live my days every day happy. Okay? I'm not sitting around pining for him. I'm not calling him. I'm not checking for him. I'm not checking for her. I don't care if they watching my stories until they die. Okay? That just tells me that you two people can't get me out of your head enough. But that's also dangerous because what have we learned about watching people? What have we learned about watching First 48 and things like that? I'm serious. I'm sorry to keep coming back to that. But what have we learned about that? Is that people that are so um involved with you after the fact can get you hurt. This woman could try to hurt me. This man, I see that he wouldn't protect me. He wouldn't be my protector, because he allows this woman to say and do whatever she wants to do, but I'm the mother of his child. So, yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so I have one more question. And um yeah. Okay, so um this question, I I I wasn't going to answer this question, but I'm going to answer it. I don't The question is, who do I think is actually behind all of this? And I personally don't know. I don't know if it's really her still page stalking me, if it's him. I don't know if it's some of his relatives or his um adult children looking at my stories or whatever and reporting back to him. I don't know, but whoever it is, they can go run tell this too. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? It's not going to stop my content. It's not going to stop me getting my words out here. That the bottom line is that people have got to stop sharing personal information about the person that they are in a relationship with, okay? With the people that they're cheating with, or vice versa, sharing the personal information with the person that they're with about the person that they're cheating on them with. He never told me anything about her, not a word. But he definitely made sure to tell her lots of crap about me because he wanted to sway her opinion, make her feel like, oh, she's horrible. Oh, I really love you. I really need to save you from her, type of thing. Oh, I know that type of man well, you know. But my awareness points here are that, first of all, you as a woman or man have no right coming for the person that this man or woman is married to or in a long-term relationship with. You have no right to be intrusive in that person's life. It's bad enough that the person that they are trusting is cheating on them with you. But to find out that you know their personal information enough that you can come for them on social media, that these people know your name. This woman lives 3 hours away from me. There's no way that she should know anything about me at all. But again, he didn't care about me, so all he did was talk shit about me all the time. to his family, to his friends, to anybody that would listen. He would talk shit about me constantly. And he really expects me to protect him now. How does that work? When you done sat here and told this woman all this shit, all the shit on the messages that she sent me is all things that you said, and then you'll sit here and say she's lying. This is what he told me. She lying. How's she lying about that? I was driving Lyft and doing all that. How would she know that if you didn't tell her that? How would she know? How would she know to say that my family don't care about me when you used to say that all the time? How would she know all the other stuff that she told me on the phone? Because y'all, she ended up giving me her phone number. And I called her and we talked for like 40 minutes. And all the things she